Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a very crucial project that is a summer staple I have been really lacking on making for the past few years now. Bathing suits. I think it's been a few years since I've made a bathing suit and it turned out really cute, but I think that I am really lacking in the department of two pieces. So I'm going to do myself a favor today and make two sets of two pieces, and one of them will be fully reversible. So we're gonna jump right into it because I want to get these done as fast as possible. This summer is very hot and I need them right now. So the first swimsuit that I'm thinking of is a two-piece polka dot set like this. I just want something very clean, very straight across lines, and also I want to try making some cute swim shorts instead of like the regular bikini shorts. I don't know what it is with companies just wanting us to show our butts all the time, and I like to have the variety of choosing when to show my butt and also having the variety of having more coverage. I found this four-way stretch polka dot material and I loved it so much, but standing right next to it was this beautiful yellow polka dot material. To myself I said, Brooke, you don't need two sets of polka dot swimwear. And then I said, no, Brooke, you need one set, but make it reversible. And then the sky opened up and I was inspired to make a reversible set using both of these fabrics. Now, because my brain just goes crazy and I want too much, I also want to try and make another set. Now, this one is heavily inspired by this photo. I really like the look of the top, and I might as well make some regular bikini bottoms to go with it. I found this really cute small gingham print pattern. We might have a little bit of camera issues because patterns like this don't like to really show up on camera too well, but we're gonna put that aside. Because I didn't want a larger gingham print pattern, I do like this small micro print, so we're gonna go with this one. With those ideas pumping through my veins, it's time to get right into it. Aside from it being reversible, this set seems pretty easy to do, so it's going to be the first one I start off with. I say that making this bathing suit will be easy, and that's mainly because the top will be a folded rectangle with two darts on the front and a curved rectangle for the back. To start, I took my bust measurement and my under bust measurement. Mine are 36 and 30 for reference. I wanted the top to measure from under my bust to where I wanted the top to end, and I got 4.5 inches. Working with stretch fabric, I subtract at least 1 inch from my bust and under bust measurements and apply them to the pattern. I marked where I thought the darts would go on the front, but I would recommend cutting and sewing and then trying it on and placing the darts where they lay best. I made my pattern with this curved side seam, but realized after, with the stretch fabric, I didn't need it and went back after to trim it down to a straight seam. I also added a slight curve to the under bust of the pattern to keep it interesting, and adding seam allowance all the way around the non-fold edges. After making this top, here is how I would make the pattern pieces again for reference. For the bottoms, I have pattern templates that I use for my dance costumes so I can easily trace out the pattern pieces in the bottoms, making sure that I have enough coverage for my butt. Because the yellow fabric can be a little see-through and I don't want the other polka dot fabric to show through, I cut another layer to line the yellow fabric. I wanted to make thin straps that were also reversible, so I did the hard work of sewing and making a tube out of the fabric, half yellow and half black. I tried to do my usual elastic technique of attaching the elastic to the serged seam, but because there was another seam, it made the tube a little finicky to fully be reversible. I got by this by using a zigzag stitch. To be fully reversible, I used a matching bobbin to sew the fabric that would be face down. Before I start, I put it all together and I sewed the lining to the yellow fabric. On the yellow layer, I cut away the lining from the dart to reduce the amount of layers on the top. I added in the darts after fitting it to my body on both the yellow and the black layers. Making the top, I sewed the back pieces to the front pieces, making a black version and a yellow version. I also tacked the straps to the front and back by fitting it onto myself. The back would probably look better without this back center seam, but I used this back seam to turn the entire thing inside out later. With this opening, I'm able to sew them together along the top edge and the bottom edge with my serger. I added elastic to the seam by lining up the elastic to the edge of the stitching so that the elastic stays hidden on both sides once turned inside out. Last thing was top stitching the edges with my zigzag stitch. I was really happy with how it was going, so I pinned the back to how tight I wanted the top to fit, and sewed the yellow layer and cut the extra fabric. Then I was able to fold the black layer and hand sew it closed. I finished off the top with some more zigzag stitching from where I seam ripped it open. Because I'm making this top for the first time, I have no problem working out issues as I go. Now that the top was done, I could move on to the bottoms. I sewed the beige lining to the yellow layer and then was able to sew the back seam on the yellow layer and the black layer, leaving a hole to turn it inside out on the black layer. I then sewed the leg curves good sides together on both the front and back pieces. Opening up the front and back pieces to face them good sides together and sew down the side seams. I used a serger with black thread on the black layers and a zigzag stitch with matching thread for the yellow layers. I turned it right side out through the bottom of the front, then proceeded to flip the front inside out again only partially. I'm going to sew the waist of all the layers together. This part can be a bit tricky, but to work around it, I found it easiest to find the matching seams at the back and sides, then serging them together, turning the bottoms as I go. I also added elastic to this top edge like I did on the top. The best tip for elastic in seams is to use it as a stabilizer and not necessarily pull hard as to ripple the fabric, but just to keep it taut while sewing into the seam. Pulling it back through the bottom openings, you can see it come together, but the last steps are opening up the hole I left at the black layer and pull through the bottom opening through it and sew all the way around to connect it. Finally, stitching the hole closed by hand and the first bathing suit is finished. I'm super happy to have this swimsuit ready for the hot summer days, and the bonus points for having it fully reversible. With one swimsuit down, I have one more to go. So to draft the pattern for the underwire bathing suit top, I'm going to be using some masking tape or painter's tape as well as a bralette. I'm going to get a little close and personal when I use tape to cover the chest so that I can make the pattern pieces for the bra. In the past, I have made bra cups with this technique, and it worked out fine. I started by laying out the tape in a shape of my chest and trying to fully stick the tape to each piece. I then traced around the lines that I wanted the cup to follow, as well as the center line, the side seam, and the apex. Unfortunately for me, the tape I used was too cheap and it started to come apart as soon as I tried to peel it off the bralette. I tried the best that I could, but ultimately I had to do it all over again with packing tape, which wasn't as kind to my skin, but came off all in one piece, thankfully. Once off, I cut along all the lines that I drew and created a flat pattern to work off of. I also remembered I still had the pattern pieces from the dress I had made 3 years ago, using the same technique, and tried making those cups first. I'm using a thick lycra fabric to make the cups because I have it in my stash, but I recommend using a thin foam used specifically for bra cups. I have linked down below my old video explaining how to do the bra cups, as well as some videos I watched to help me troubleshoot the pattern drafting. I ended up using 2 layers of the thick lycra and 1 layer of the beige lining fabric. This is where the video gets a little hazy, as I tried my best to make this top and had so many trials and pattern alterations that it stopped being fun. But she persisted and went on covering the cups and adding piping using the wrong side of the gingham fabric folded into the seam. I was very happy with how it looked, but I had to move on to the rest. I bought these thrifted bras to use for this project, but although I tried my best, there is a reason why I do not wear underwire bras. I made a simple backband to reach across the back and attached it to the cups. I have a strange fear of bathing suit clasps failing me, that whenever I have the chance to make swimsuits without a clasp, hook, or tie, I make it fit perfectly to avoid so. I went back and forth between thick and thin straps, and thanks to my support team consisting of my sister and my best friend, I decided on a mix of both, keeping it wide at the cup and slimming it up to the shoulder. I finished off the edges with the wrong side of the fabric and then added elastic to the bottom of the top. It was a true journey to get this top right, and it still wasn't there yet, but I needed a distraction, so I moved on to the bottoms. I'm using a pattern from my favorite underwear brand Arc to make a cheeky bottom. I'm usually not a fan of cheeky styles as I feel very exposed, but I was up to try it on my terms. I used a thick lycra to line the bottoms and then finished off all the edges with the wrong side of the gingham fabric to use as a bias tape. So as I lay awake at night thinking about different ways to fix this, at one point fully finishing the top only to be disappointed from the side view and the odd shape it gave me, I tried again, undoing the pleat that I had added to the cup that was fully unnecessary and re-sewing the pieces to the cup that I had cut away. I was starting to finally like the shape that it was giving me, and then redid all of the work that I had done before, and then it was done. I would go back to the beach, but the wildfires are still happening, so it's very smoky outside. I shall stay in. I'm really happy to have both of these finished. For this, I only had one two-piece that I would wear, and that was mainly because I was a little bit insecure about how my body was looking. And now that I feel like I've had a little bit more self-acceptance in the way that I look, and have been making dance costumes for the past 2 years, I feel like I just wanted to treat myself with some fun pieces to wear for the summer. This one came together a lot quicker than I thought, and I'm really happy to have a reversible swimsuit set. I think it's just so nice to have the option of changing the colors on either side, and also mix and match. For this one, it took me a lot longer to work on the cups, but I'm pretty happy with how they finished up. It just makes me really interested in trying out some more cup variations to see how those ones turned out in the future. So stick around for that. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, comment below, letting me know what you think of the bathing suits, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.